Greg Mason, hi, Technical Director. What do you do on the FITC?
I take care of two things. I do all of our web development, all our Cold Fusion, Flex, Air, all that stuff for FITC. And then the other half of my job is booking all the technical speakers. So it's kind of like curation. I contact all the people who are doing the coolest stuff, the good work, good teachers, and get them to come out to our events and speak, share their knowledge with people.
This is the 09 edition in Amsterdam. What is the difference between the edition last year?
We were a little surprised last year when we got here and saw how advanced and technical the audience was. And we took that feedback and that response and really tried to tailor the speakers this year to suit the demand. And it seems to be working really well. There's a lot more, the audience is evenly spread throughout the rooms this year, which is a great improvement for us.
Is there this year a focus on Adobe Air, Flex, integration between the whole Flash platform and those tools?
Yeah, absolutely. More so than in Toronto, we're definitely doing a lot more Air, Flex, and digging really deep into those things, looking at component frameworks and specific features of those instead of general overviews of the applications. So really trying to get the whole picture together for people and let them get the most out of the technologies they're using.
I heard you're also the arranger of all the speakers. What speakers are you most proud of?
Probably the one that I just came out of this session, actually. A guy named Balaz out of Hungary, I believe. He's doing, and he's doing a project called SourceBinder. I think the company he's with is Visual Minds, and they call it node-based programming. So they've taken all of these really complex things that you can do with ActionScript and Flash and all of these third-party systems and APIs and put them all together in one big application where you just drag and drop and connect things with lines and it builds your Flash app right there. And so he's doing some really leading-edge stuff, and I'm really excited to have him here showing that off. And people seemed excited.
What is in your opinion, vision, the future of Flash?
I think Flash has a really good future. A lot of people talk about Silverlight, JavaFX, and Flash, and what's happening with all this stuff. And I think Flash has really kind of embedded itself really well. And Adobe's got some good mobile initiatives. The stuff out of the conference last week talking about Flash Lite as a distributable player, and they're saying Flash 10 is going to be on the Palm Pre, so they're moving into mobile and making the platform the same across any device. I think if they can really truly achieve that, Flash is going to dominate. If developers and creatives can sit down and create things for whatever, a TV, a phone, a computer, and do it all at one stop with one set of code, it's going to make them a really powerful force over the people who have to write the same app 5 times for different devices.
Okay, you're going mobile with FITC in April in Toronto. What can we expect?
It's September, actually. This coming September, Toronto, we're doing FITC mobile. This has come out of mobile is really in the last year all of a sudden taken off in North America. We were really behind the curve until the iPhone hit the scene. And it's changed the landscape in North America. And so with announcements about the Palm Pre and the next version of Windows Mobile and the success of BlackBerry, we were kind of looking at it going, now seems like the right time to get this together. And there's no real developer conferences yet. There's been a lot of conferences that are theoretical and business oriented, but the developers themselves don't have a place to go to learn how to get started. And for us, we're seeing a lot of Flash developers doing iPhone stuff. I mean,
Like Boulevard, the Belgium guys?
Yeah, like them. A lot of the Adobe guys were showing off little iPhone apps they've done. Arel Balkan, we've got an iPhone presentation, how to get started if you're a Flash developer. So there's a lot of interest there. And as such, I think we've got a good audience to latch onto already to do a mobile conference.
Okay, last question. Will there be a Flash in the Can Amsterdam 2010?
Well, I can't say for sure, but I can say we're looking at venues for next year already. So I would say 99% sure we'll be back. I mean, this is our second year sold out here with even more people than the first year, so I think it would be silly of us not to do it again.
And what could be the focus, flashlight and mobile?
It'll depend. We'll see how it develops over the year, right? Adobe always has a lot of tricks up their sleeves, new stuff. Hopefully by the time we get here next year, Flash Catalyst will be out. And we'll have Flash on some mobile devices, more of them. And so yeah, we'll see more of that so it really depends on what Adobe puts out. We try and keep up on what they're doing and tailor our events around that.
Okay, thank you, Rick Mason, FITC.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.